Well, picture this. You wake up Monday morning, grab your coffee, and check your phone. And then when you're doing that, three new qualified leads have been researched, contacted, and added to your CRM. Your blog post went live with perfect SEO optimization, and five customer support tickets were resolved, all while you were sleeping. Sounds good to be true? Well, it's not. This is what happens when you stop thinking about AI as just another tool and start treating it as like what it really is, which is a new digital workforce. That's the new AI. So today I'm gonna dive into AI agents, and I want to talk about how these AI agents are quietly revolutionizing how smart business owners are operating right now. By the end of this episode, you will know exactly which agents to hire first and how to put them to work immediately in your business. But you will also get, I'm going to provide you with a complete AI agent category guide that has 45 different agent types organized by business function. And this is literally having like a digital hiring manual for your new AI team. So the link will be shared in the show notes if you are in the podcast, or it'll be in the notes if you are on the YouTube channel. Okay? So let me ask you something. When you use ChatGPT or any AI tool, what happens when you close the browser? Nothing, right? The conversation ends, the work stops. But what if it didn't? What if you could say, hey, monitor my competitors' pricing and alert me when anything changes? And then it'll just do that until you tell them to stop. That is the difference between an AI tool and an AI agent. A tool is like hiring someone for a single task, like write me an email, done, and they leave. And an AI agent, on the other hand, is like hiring someone with ongoing responsibilities. Handling maybe your email marketing. They will research your audience, write sequences, do A/B tests, subject lines, analyze the performance of the email campaign, and optimize week after week. Here's what makes agents different and so powerful. They are persistent. They don't forget what you ask them to do. They are proactive. They can start tasks without you prompting them because they learn, through the process and doing all the work that you are setting up for them. They get better at your specific business over time. So they also integrate. They can work with your existing tools and the data that you have today in your business. Think of agents as having three superpowers. Number one would be they can perceive what's really happening in your business. They can make decisions based on the goals that you set for your business, and they can take action in your digital world. So let me give you an example. For example, instead of manually checking if a lead downloaded like a free resource and then manually adding those to an email sequence and then manually updating the CRM, an agent will notice the download, will evaluate if it's a quality lead who got the resource, will add them to the right sequence, and will update your CRM with notes about their interests. You don't manage these steps. You just set the outcome and the agents will do all the work for you. Now, when people hear agents or AI agents, they often think it's all or nothing. Either you are, doing, all the high crazy sci-fi operation, or you're stuck on not doing nothing, like being in the Stone Age, right? So, but there are actually four levels to do this. And I would say the most profitable businesses are succeeding just, leveraging level one and two. So I'm going to walk you through the four levels, but pay attention to level one and two, where I want you to focus on. So level one is individual agents. This is literally your entry point. It's one agent, one job. It's like hiring a specialist. For example, you have a research agent that will build prospect lists. You'll have a copywriter agent that will create your social media posts. You will do like have a customer service agent that will handle frequently asked questions. That will be an individual agent. Then you will have agentic workflows. That will be level two. And in this level, this is where the magic happens. You take that specific special agent that we talked about, and you will plug them into your existing business processes. So let me give you an example. So you have leads coming in into your business, and then you have a research agents that will qualify those leads. And then you will have a copywriting agent that will create personalized outreach. And then you will have CRM agents that will log everything in the CRM. And then you will have a follow-up agent that will schedule the next touch with that lead. That will be level two agentic workflows. Then level three, it's a multi-agent teams where you multiply agents collaborating on really complex projects. This will be like a digital department working together, just to give you an idea. And then level four will be a multi-team orchestration where the entire AI power it will be an entire AI power business unit. So I don't want you to go too deep on that. I want you to simplify and make it easy for you to understand there's different levels of complexity, but you don't need to be too complex. You just need to focus and remember just level one and two and make it so good that they are battle tested, they are reliable, and they can transform your business this quarter, literally, like implementing level one and two. Okay. So let's talk about the individual agents, which is level one, because that's where you probably want to start. So in my free guide, which is the AI agent category resource, I mentioned there's a breakdown of 45 different type of agents across 9 different categories. But let me give you the ones that typically they deliver the fastest return on investment, and maybe that's why you want to focus on in the first place. So one is revenue growth. So you will have a prospecting agent that will build targeted leads, like a list with the contact information and buying signals. That will be one. There's another agent that will be a lead scoring agent, and this one will rank your leads so your sales teams will focus on the hot leads first. The third agent will be the conversation follow-up agent, and this one will summarize the sales calls and will trigger next steps automatically. So that is from a revenue growth standpoint. If you want to focus on customer experience, you can have a support triage agent, and this one will route support tickets to the right person instantly. Or you can have an onboarding guide agent, and this one will walk new customer through the setup without you lifting a finger. Literally, just like do a customer walkthrough. And then if you do the content and marketing agents, you can do for that group, you can do a brand voice agent that will review all your content to ensure it matches your tone. That will be one from a marketing standpoint. An SEO optimization agent will optimize every piece of content before it goes live. And here's what's beautiful about individual agents. They are like having a specialist who never takes vacation. They never have a bad day, and they cost maybe about $20 a month or so instead of 5,000. So from an investment standpoint, this is a very good investment. So where you can find these agents right now? So if you're currently using ChatGPT Plus, which is the paid version of the large language models ChatGPT, that one already has built-in agents and for research and for coding. So that will be your starting point with agents. Now, you can also check out the GPT store as well. There's thousands of pre-built agents for specific industries and tasks that you can leverage as well. So that's another way to research the right agents for you. Many of your existing tools probably already have agents, AI agents built in. So if you use a CRM like Go High Level, that's the one that I use, HubSpot, Salesforce, or even like design tools like Canva, they're rolling out AI agents to help you work better. So leverage the tools that you have today and leverage the agents that they have so you can work better with those tools. In my category guide, I will give you specific use cases for each type. So you're not guessing what they can do and you have more clarity on what to do there. And here's a pro tip. Start with whatever task you personally hate doing the most. There's probably an agent for that, and you will feel relief immediately, like leveraging, that agent for what you don't like to do in your business. There's these individual agents will save you time, but the agentic workflows will give you your life back. That's the difference between how you're leveraging AI. And here's the difference. An individual agent might write your LinkedIn post, but an agentic workflow will research trending points in your industry, will create posts that are optimized for engagement. We'll schedule them during peak times. We'll monitor comments. We'll engage with responses, and all while you're focused on serving your clients and really doing high level activities in your business than doing the mundane tasks, right? So let me walk you through three workflow categories that you can use to scale without burning out. Number one could be the customer acquisition workflow. In this one, it's imagine a sequence where you have a prospect that downloads a free resource. Then the research agents will enrich their profile with company data and recent news. Then there's a copywriting agent that will create a personalized follow-up email monitoring something specific about their business. Then there's an email that gets sent automatically. And then there's an agent that will track if they open the email and what they click in the email. And there's a different follow-up sequence that is triggered depending on the customer or prospect behavior. Like this is like heaven, to be honest. And you set it once and it runs forever. Now, the second workflow that you can leverage is the content creation workflow, where you can maybe record a 10-minute video, maybe about industry trends or whatever, something that you really want to communicate to your audience. It doesn't, you have a transcription agent that will convert that video into text. Then you have an editorial agent that will create a blog post. Then you will have an SEO agent that will optimize it. Then you will have a design agent that will create social graphics. Then you will schedule agent posts to all platforms. So you have that agent that will do the scheduling. Then you will have an analytics agent that will track the performance and will suggest improvements for next time. So one video becomes a week of multi-perform content automatically. And the third workflow could be customer success workflow. And this one is when, let's say, a new customer signs up for products or services, whatever you offer. You get an onboarding agent that sends a welcome sequence. Then you have a progress tracking, and that will be an agent that will monitor their usage. If they haven't logged in, let's say in 3 days, you have a retention agent that will send them helpful resources. If they are highly engaged, on the other hand, you have an expansion agent that will identify upsell opportunities. So, and then you have an account management agent that will keep your team informed of everything that is happening. So tools, these are the tools. So I'm going to give you some tools for building these workflows. I'll give you three, but so I'll walk you one by one. So one is make.com. This is very intuitive and very powerful. The second one is Zapier, which that has AI add-ons that really helps you, and it's easy to start with, so you can leverage that as well. And then the N8N, that is the most flexible one, but also is slightly more technical. So I wouldn't start with that one if you are starting out with leveraging workflows. So the key, it's starting simple. You pick one process that is currently eating your time and build a workflow around that process. And this is, I want to talk about mindset and how important it is to think differently about how you will be approaching your business right now, how you'll be working differently. So an old mindset will think this AI can help me write an email faster, but a new mindset will be this AI can handle my entire email marketing operation. Or ChatGPT can really help me research competitors, but a new mindset will say a competitive intelligence agent can monitor my competitors 24/7 and alert me to new opportunities, something that could be happening in the market. So the shift is from not is from doing tasks faster to removing tasks entirely. You literally work differently in your business at this point. So let me give you another example. Um, you can spend 6 hours like every Monday morning updating your CRM, following up with leads and doing planning for the week. And then now you can have a workflow that will handle the CRM updates in real time, follow-ups that are automated and personalized, and a planning agent could prepare your weekly priorities based on your pipeline changes and even market opportunities. So you can go from a 6 hour of admin work to a 15-minute of just reviewing what the agents accomplished. And that's not efficiency, that's elimination. You're literally eliminating a lot of the tasks that you're doing in your business. And the question isn't how can AI help me work faster at this point? The question is, what would I focus on if the repetitive stuff just gets handled itself? All right. So maybe let me help you make this actionable for you. And let me give you a roadmap that you can start working in the next 30 days. You want to choose your first agent. So look at your calendar from last week. What task took the most time that you absolutely were hate doing, you hated doing it last week? And maybe pick that task and start there. Use my AI agent category guide to find the right agent type. Then test and optimize. So week 2, we will test. We will try, don't try to automate everything at once. Pick one agent, test it thoroughly, and optimize it until it's working perfectly. On week 3, build your first workflow. You will take that working agent and you will build a simple workflow around that agent, right? So if you started with, let's say, a lead research agent, then maybe the workflow becomes to research, add it to the CRM, and trigger a personalized outreach. And then on week 4, you want to scale what works. So if your first workflow is saving you time and is delivering the results that you are looking for, build a second one. But if not, then optimize your first workflow until it's doing the work that you're looking to get from that workflow. Okay, so where do you start looking for ChatGPTs, or where do you start looking for these tools? So go back again. I mentioned if you use ChatGPT Plus, which is the paid version, explore the GPT store and look for the GPTs that can help you with that, whatever task you are trying to do. You can look at your existing softwares that currently have AI features in their platforms. And then you can also check the category, the My AI Agent category guide, where that is organized by business function so you can quickly find what you need. And remember, you don't need to become a technical expert. You just need to know which agent to use where. And that's exactly why I created this guide. So to give you a shortcut, through all the noise that is out there, so you can really work very smart on what you need to get done. And I understand that agents, might sound like the shiny objects that promises to change everything in your business. But here's the thing. This isn't about the technology. It's about your time, it's about your sanity, and your ability to focus on what actually grows your business. Every hour that you spend on repetitive tasks, it's 1 hour that you're not spending on strategy, on innovation, or rebuilding relationships. And that's why you work. That's how you work on your business and not in your business. So AI agents aren't here to replace your creativity or your expertise. They are here to handle everything else that is not creative and the expertise that you have. Okay. The business owners who figure this out first are the ones who are going to have the unfair advantage. That's the truth. So while their competitors are still manually, updating spreadsheets or writing the same emails over and over again, you can leverage the agents to really focus on the big picture for your business. So here's what I want you to do right now. First, grab my AI category guide. It's free. It'll save you weeks of research. The link is down below on the show notes or on the YouTube notes there. And so leverage that. That will be the first step. And then second, if you're ready to move fast and you really want to start getting things going, if you want to map out exactly what agents can do and the workflows, that can really impact your specific business, then let's talk. I will help you, understand a little bit more how this works, how business owners implement these systems without taking, the technical headaches. Just go ahead. If you want to move forward, book a call with me and we will help you create your personalized AI agent strategy for you. And the future isn't coming, it's here. So the question is, are you going to let it work for you, or are you going to keep working against it? Until next time, remember, the goal isn't to work harder or even smarter, it's to let intelligence work for you. I'll see you next time.